let's move on. Probably the big hitter, hashtag Barbie sweep, I'm told is what the cool kids are saying. Barbie, we've seen the teaser, we've got an actual trailer now. It still feels very short. I feel like they still haven't told us much, but I love that we don't know that much.
Yeah.
Adrienne, what did you think of this trailer?
Oh God, it's even better than the first teaser. I am already obsessed with this movie. I want to see it on opening day because I cannot wait. The visuals look ridiculous. Um, I I just want to see how much money was behind all of this because wow, super pretty. I'm loving the cast. And I did see a theory that seemed really accurate and really detailed that this film is going to be way deeper than we anticipate it to be because it's like Barbie choosing to go into the real world, but she's super blinded to the fact that where she's from is really sheltered, and she's gonna have to sort of learn what it's like to actually become like a woman. Um, but it looks really funny still, really quirky. The style of everything, even the actors' performances, I couldn't ask for this to be any better than what I could ever imagine.
Yeah, I think we're already looking at a nomination for best production design, for maybe even best costuming,
Yeah. Yeah, for
for
sure.
Oscars. About what you said, like honestly, I'll be disappointed if we don't get something like particularly, I don't want to say deep, but
Mm,
of value of
yeah.
I don't think, and I don't want this to be a surface level movie. I'm expecting maybe some themes of like, I don't know, consumerism or
Mm,
safety, or like if you look at the trailer at the very first shot, it looks like there's a barrier around Barbie Land in the shape of a pink heart. And
yes.
so if she's leaving that, maybe there's scary things outside of that, but maybe it's about, I don't know, stepping outside your
Yeah.
comfort zone or something.
Lots of metaphors and
Um,
and little, things
yeah,
signifying that it's going to be headed for something more profound than just
yeah,
the surface
profound.
value.
That's the word I
Yeah.
was looking for. Yeah, I'm expecting Lego movie vibes, honestly. Like the whole idea of like not conforming. Like in this, everyone's called either Barbie or Ken. There's no in
Yeah.
between. Which is really funny. I also love how like when she steps out of her heel, her foot is still in that position. Very
Love
great.
that.
Um,
Mm.
Minor criticism, and you know me, I'm a complainer, so I love the the beat you off joke. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's a bad joke, but it's like if this is aimed at like young women or young girls as an audience, like maybe go with a slightly more appropriate joke. But maybe I'm
Yeah.
just an old man. Maybe I'm probably just an old man complaining about the
Hey, you
TikToks.
kids! Off my
Move
lawn!
Hey,
on.
you kids, stop vaping in here.
Get a
Jesse,
job! Um,
any thoughts or comments on this trailer?
you both kind of covered most of it. I think one that kind of struck out to me is everyone was called Barbie and Ken. That was a bit. I thought they'd have different character names, like Margot Robbie was just going to be Barbie, and I guess it makes sense that different models of the same. I'm just trying to figure out how that will play out story wise into it. But
Yeah.
I've it's been a while since I've seen Ryan Gosling in such an upbeat, giddy kind of character, because I'm used to seeing him in films where he's very just very doesn't
Yeah.
speak much or very serious and
He's
um.
really good at comedy when he does
hmm.
it.
I haven't seen him in many comedies. But yeah, it looks really good. I love the art style. You know, it's very colorful, the costumes. Yeah, bring it on.
I
I'm keen.
I feel like I'm just trying to pull up. So there was some posters that came out. Have you guys seen the
I
posters?
have.
Yeah.
I
So
think Daryl put them up.
a lot of them are like you know, this is Barbie, this is Ken. They've got a lot of the same names, but they have different roles. Like one of them is one of them's the president.
Yeah.
Helen Mirren is the narrator, so she's not labeled as Barbie. But what's interesting about Will Ferrell, who we've always, I think, kind of assumed is the bad guy or something,
Mm.
it says his tagline, it doesn't call him Barbie or Ken, doesn't say what his role is. It just says, please call me mother. So what's
Um,
going on? I assume he's like the owner of Barbie Land. Maybe he's like, I'm just worried. Is it just copy and paste the Lego movie where he's kind of like the person in charge of all the toys? Toys are not for fun. Like, what's going on there? I wonder.
that's a really interesting thing. I mean, there is also the internet slang of calling celebrities mother. I don't know if you guys know about
Oh,
that.
yes.
So I think
Okay.
that might be what it is. For example, Lana Del Rey's fans love doing this. They're like, it's mothering. It's like it's basically like someone is
Oh, like is
slaying
that
what
like
they
Daddy
do.
and Zaddy and all that kind of shit?
Sort of, but it's more of like a she is mother, like she's everything.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if if he's saying like call me mother, it could be as in like I am mother, like I am
Yeah.
mothering. It could be that, or maybe he's a big softie and he wants people to feel like he is like a mother figure. I don't know. I have no idea.
Maybe. Look, call me cynical and crazy, but when I see anyone in a suit and they're the only person in the suit in a movie, I just automatically go, oh, they're the bad
Villain?
guy.
Yeah.
Corporate capitalism, corporate America is evil. Send them
Yeah.
to the pigs.
I
I
mean,
also
he might
noticed,
be.
yeah, maybe. I also just noticed one other thing. Michael Cera, his tagline is "There's only one Alan," so he's like the only non-Ken. I'm guessing. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what's
Oh
going
my
on there.
God. That I think you're on the money. I think.
Maybe that's the joke. I don't know.
Adrienne, as
Mhm.
an expert on Barbie lore,
Yeah.
who is Alan? Is Alan a thing, or is it just like a
I
thing
I
Greta
don't
Gerwig just chucked in there for
I'm
shits and
googling it
gigs?
now.
I don't no, there's no Alan, I believe.
Okay.
Okay,
There's
I
there's no
never
Alan dolls.
No, guys.
or is
I'm
he
on
a
the
thing? 'Cause
I'm on barbie.fandom.com/wiki/Alan.
Oh my
Okay. You guys ready for the history
Yes.
lesson?
Yes.
Yep.
Michael Cera's character. So Alan is a discontinued Barbie character who was introduced in 1964 as Ken's friend. And he didn't really last for long. He's kind of like the rejected Barbie character. He had a doll in 64, a doll in 65. He had like a little nostalgic comeback in 2008, disappeared again, and they tried to bring him back in 2014. And that's all the dolls he's ever had.
I
He's
can't
existed, I
imagine
think, 4
Alan.
times.
I can't imagine it'd be very popular.
Well, I'm guessing maybe that's like why they're casting like Michael Cera, like they're trying to recreate that Arrested Development energy. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of like, lol, he's the one that no one cares about. Like
I
reject vibe.
I never had an Alan. Obviously, those times are all like way before or way after I would have, like even seen Alan. I'm just
Wait, so
thinking,
you're not 80 years old? Oh my
no.
wow, you look
Breaking news, guys.
Oh, okay.
Breaking news.
I just thought
Yeah.
you looked great for your age. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
thank you. I get that all the time. But I'm looking at him, and
You look like
I
a
mean,
young 80-year-old.
he does look like a very young 80-year-old.
I'm kidding.
But I just feel sad for him.
You know what though? The doll low-key looks a little bit like Michael Cera. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. It does. They cast perfectly. Like, couldn't have done any better than this.
Like they've purposely picked, like they designed him to be less masculine and probably
Yeah.
smaller than Ken.
Oh my God, yes. It looks exactly like him.
I'm gonna call this right now. Alan's gonna be my favorite character in the movie.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
I'm also willing to bet it's not gonna, like, he's gonna have a couple scenes. Like he's probably, Polygon.com has a theory that the Barbie movie is teaching us all about her discontinued friends. And
Ooh, okay.
I think this is a theory. I don't think it's there, but there's like a lot of references to Barbie's past. But what the fuck am I reading here? I'm just gonna read a paragraph.
Okay, go for it. You look so taken aback right now.
So there's a discontinued Barbie doll called Midge Hadley, which is probably the grossest name I've ever heard. But Midge Hadley was introduced in 1963 as Barbie's best friend. allegedly as a way
Okay.
to dismiss criticism that Barbie is too sexy, according to Barbie experts. So they made her look more mature than Barbie. Basically, they purposely made her best friend uglier.
Oh
So
my
like Barbie,
god. So there's no
like,
threat.
she's intentionally as the
Wow.
third wheel. It's basically they tried to cheerleader affect Barbie. They tried to lower her sexiness by giving her less attractive friends. Oh my god.
God.
That's well, look, at
That
least that
is.
keeps Barbie feeling like the main character, but that's funny. That's a funny
Yeah.
funny
Oh my
read.
god. That's interesting. Not really surprised, Not really surprised.
Oh god. I'm about to go down a rabbit hole because this article is long with graphs and a history lesson on Barbie. Guys, if you want to do a deep dive, just Google the history of
Okay.
Barbie. It looks really interesting.